Hello and welcome to Ragnvald the Powerwork Builder. Today we got another exciting issue from Fan Home. After 8 weeks on delay, I finally got the next 4 cars in the Fast and Furious car collection. And then what's funny was right after they finally sent me those 4, within 1 week, I got the next 4 Fast and Furious cars. And it only took about a week to get these. So those will come up in a future episode. So today we're looking at book 8 through 11, the Dodge Challenger SRT 8, which is the Fast 7 off-road Charger. Then we got the Too Fast, Too Furious Yanko Camaro. And then we have the Too Fast, Too Furious Tyrese Gibbons Spider. Oh, I'm sorry. Next actually is the Lancer Evo, driven by Paul Walker. Which I think was in Too Fast, Too Furious. And then we got Tyrese Gibbons' car for the last one. So, we'll take this off and we'll start with this. Our 2011 Dodge Charger SRT 8, driven by Michelle Rodriguez, also known as Letty Ortiz. And when I was in Vegas a few years ago, I actually saw this car in person. So it was kind of cool. And I never really realized that it didn't have a roof on it in the movie, but and then it's got the little hooks right there on the hood and on the back where they parachuted it out of the airplane. And there's a fun fact about these cars. They were parachuted out of the airplane like the military does with their ammo supply drops. And then they green screened in the actors sitting in the car to make it look like they were, falling through the sky while, they were in the cars. But they, I'm sure they had the cars like, up here like on a string or something. And, the actors were sitting in there. Thought that was kind of neat. How they made you think that they drove the cars out of the airplane, but they really didn't. So here's the book for that car. And then open it up, and there's the little story about it. There's some more about the car. And then it says Universal Pictures. This little square right here. Give you a close-up shot of it. But it says, Universal Pictures' famous series has shown an extreme variety of Dodge Challenger models. Too Fast, Too Furious had Roman Pierce driving an orange 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. That was the car that was paired up with this Yanko. And that was that down and back scene where they were trying to get some cars that weren't hot because the Spider was being tracked. And then Fast 5 had Dominic Toretto challenging Brian, and Dom was at the wheel of a 2009 Challenger SRT8. Fast 6 had the same car. Fast 7 had this car. And Fast 8 used a Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. And they had 3 of those. So here's a story about the 2011 Dodge. Here's a tech sheet about it. And then here's the Dodge brothers in the 20s and 30s. And some more about the Dodge brothers there. And then the last page. So that's our 2011 Dodge Challenger. For that. So now next we have the Yanko Camaro from Too Fast, Too Furious. And this was a really beautiful car. I mean, I'm not really a Chevy Camaro fan, but I did like this car. This was a pretty sweet ride. And that scene where they jumped it onto the yacht, well, obviously, I mean, if you know anything about Hollywood, that was actually partially fake, because they just had like a ramp with a barge and some boxes, and they just jumped the car into that, and then they green screened the rest of it to make it look like it was jumping onto the boat. And see kind of the interior there. So kind of surprised it doesn't say 69 on the base. Actually, none of them really have the year of what the car is on the base. Which is kind of interesting. But, yeah, it's a really nice, detailed car. It even has the YCR logos on the headrest. I don't know if I can make that out or not. Yeah, it's there. You can kind of see it right there. It's kind of dark, but it's there. But so on to book number 9. And then we start out with The Adventure in Miami. There's a whole article about that. And then we get into the article on the Camaro. And then here's the technical sheet for the Camaro. And then one last page. And then you got the Dodge brothers again. Or I mean not Dodge, I'm sorry. The Chevrolet company. Lewis Chevrolet and the 6 Chevrolets. Just a whole little story about that. And then that's the end, and that's all we got for that car. Now, we'll do the Lancer Evolution. Now, if I remember right, this was Paul Walker was driving this car, and I think they hit it with one of those electronic jamming devices. I think this is the car that they did that to. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that this is the car from that particular movie. So here's the number 10. And then we got article about Jimmy the Poetic Mechanic. A little bit more story. And then here's the article on the evolution. And then here's our text sheet. This is a right-hand drive car, but on this one, no, it's a left-hand drive. So that's kind of interesting. And then article about Mitsubishi. the company. And that's all about the company. So that takes care of that car. And now on to the Too Fast, Too Furious Eclipse. And then kind of the interior look of it. Now, I think it was this one. Yeah, this one here. You got the license plate on the back of it there. Up here on my wall, if I can get it to show ya. Let's see, where's... That's the Eclipse, the Lancer Evolution. That's the Lancer plate, and then right above it is the Skyline plate. So I have those two Paul Walker cars, and then this is the green Eclipse. And that's the 10-second Supra. And then right below it is the Dodge Charger. So I found those on a website called celebritymachines.com. And I made a video in my on my channel, you know, showing those plates off. So anyhow, here's the book on the Eclipse Spider. First article is Bonds of Friendship. And then we have the article on the car. I never really thought that this car was all that fascinating. I don't know. I just maybe just the way it looked, you know, wasn't all that, you know, particularly interesting to me. But I do like the Too Fast, Too Furious version of it. That is an interesting design that they chose for it. And then here's that. And then there's another article about Mitsubishi, the car company. And the last page. So that's it. That's all we got for that pack. And if I can just slide you in here without making you too seasick, you can see the whole collection right there that I've got so far. So Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that video. I will be back soon with the next pack. 'Cause like I teased you in the beginning of the video, I do have it. So I will be back with that one, and I will make that one, and then I'll get that posted up on the channel. So I've been Ragnvald the Power Work Builder. Have a great day.